All right, what's good, everybody? She got Dollar Bill Score right here, checking in right quick. Just want to say a little something about this guy, Stephen Reed, mayor of Montgomery, Alabama, who got caught up in some audio leakage, exposure, and it's some pretty disparaging things he said about black people and black voters, down in that area. And of course, he came out and denied it. Now, what he's saying is this tape was doctored. It was set up to extort him and his administration from something that didn't happen, from something that the last administration didn't promise the extortor. So we're gonna get into some of this right quick, but I'm gonna show you this little picture right here. This is the guy I'm talking about. Mayor Stephen Reed responds to secretly recorded audio tape. Now, it may have been secretly recorded, but he never denied that it was him. He never said it wasn't his voice. He never said, I didn't say that. So that's one thing we ought to pay attention to. All right, so I got a news clip I'm going to play, and I'll be right back.
Not because of a doctor or manipulated here today is not because of a doctor or manipulated audio clip. Being here today is because of an extortion attempt on the mayor of this city by a man by the name of Charles Lee. He is the owner and founder of That's My Dog and That's My Child. His extortion attempt during the George Floyd aftermath was one of the most despicable and disgusting acts of cowardice that I've ever heard of, much less been a part of. And I'm confident once the people of this city get the context of some of this audio, it will not only show that I've been doing my job, but why I've been doing it with the passion of which I carry on. The doctor recording was made, and the meeting happened that some of you may have heard before I went into the middle of the George Floyd protests, where we had asked for the community to come out to show our understanding of the frustration of where many cities and communities were at that time. However, it would not be until sometime later that we would learn that there was an audio recording which I never knew about at the time. And at that time, Mr. Lee again asked for money in exchange for destroying the tape. Now, as an officer of the court for almost 7 years, I know what that is. And I'll be willing to testify under oath to what exactly happened, not only that day, but in subsequent days when this tape was shopped to many outlets, and it was shopped for sale as a way to extort this city and the mayor of this city. I talked with elected officials, and I talked with other civic leaders who asked me not to move forward because of.
Okay. Anyways, he was asked not to move forward because people were saying that the guy that he's accusing of extorting him has done some good in the community. Now, that guy, Charles Lee, was actually in the room. So I'm going to play a little bit of audio clip, and I'm going to come right back. And we're going to talk about this guy, Stephen Reed, who happens to be part of the Boule, all right, Sigma Sci-Fi, Omega Sci-Fi. He's down with the Purple Dogs. And I'm not slandering them, but I'm just saying that's where a lot of these people come from. That's where a lot of these black politicians come from. A lot of these black politicians that are in position, that are mayors, congressmen, councilmen, a lot of the times, and it is true, a lot of these black Democratic ran cities have been ran in hell because of people like him. And I'm going to play a little bit of this audio, and I'm going to come right back.
Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed is at the center of it.
Actually, I'm going to play the audio. I didn't mean to play that piece, so I'll be right back.
Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed is at the center of a newly released audio recording posted online.
In them, you hear what sounds like Mayor Reed in a profanity-laced rant.
The conversation reportedly happened 3 years ago, but is only now being made public. WSFA 12 News anchor Sally Pitts shares parts of those recordings and has reaction from a man who claims he was in the room when they were made.
A group called Montgomery Deserves Better released the audio recordings. In it, the mayor discusses the black vote, white investment in the city, and Maxwell Gunter Air Force Base.
Now, hear what he's going to say. Hear him out.
Claims to have been in the room at the time. He tells us this all happened nearly 3
Now, the guy they talking about that was in the room is the guy Charles Lee. Let's go.
Here's part of those recordings.
Don't tell me that I'm on TV. Every time I'm on TV, I get somebody from New York or LA calling about how can they invest in Montgomery. You think where he gonna invest in Montgomery? You think I expect the descendants of Confederate soldiers to invest in Montgomery? Beyond what's good for them. They give you some charity. They give you some charity. Okay? They do that. It's nice. Okay. They do some little nice things over here, Valley Cross, or on the board. Okay. Right. But now, are they gonna really invest in systemic change? No, they're not going to invest in it. So don't ever mix up what I'm doing there. There is a you haven't seen a scientist as diabolical as me because no one has come into this with what I have.
Charles Lee, owner of That's My Child, says he was there when the mayor went on the profanity-laced rant. He says a group of community activists were meeting with the mayor following the death of George Floyd to discuss keeping the peace in the capital city. Lee said the group thought they were meeting with the mayor about how to improve the city. Instead, he says they felt insulted.
And the mayor said, man, I don't got to do nothing. I mean, I don't got to do nothing. I'm always get 30, 80, 45% of the white vote, and I don't never need the black vote. Cause we ain't nothing but black voters. So it's like, you tell us to our face you don't need nothing.
I asked Lee if this audio is from nearly 3 years ago, why did they wait until now to release it? He said everyone involved in the meeting with Mayor Reed made a pact to not release it until they all gave the green light to put it out to the public. Sally Pitts, WSFA 12 News.
The release of those recordings comes just months before this summer's municipal election, in which the mayor is running for re-election. You can listen to the recordings on the WSFA 12 News app. As we told you at 6, we asked the mayor's office for a response, and we just heard from the mayor a few minutes ago. He said in part, quote, "This clip has been heavily edited and features carefully selected sound bites of my voice. The conversation was recorded without my knowledge or consent by the community member almost 3 years ago." The mayor goes on to say, quote, "During this meeting, it became abundantly clear to me that this individual sought personal financial gain during a time of crisis in our city, state, and country. You have my word that no one in my administration will ever give in to a shakedown or extortion," end quote. You can read the mayor's full statement on the WSFA 12 News app.
As the community reacts to the newly leaked audio, so are Montgomery City leaders. Some say they are shocked, while others are denouncing the remarks. WSFA 12 News reporter Brady Talbert is joining us live from the Montgomery City Hall. And Brady, what have you learned today?
Hey, Val, I reached out to every single Montgomery City Council member. Some of them didn't even pick up the phone. Others tell me they're speechless.
We're all shocked. We're just like eyeballs wide open, can't believe what, what we saw and what we heard.
Councilman Brantley Lyons is still processing that allegedly leaked audio of Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed discussing black voters.
I will always get 38 to 45% of the white vote. If I get 30 to 45% of the white vote, I don't have to get the black vote I got in this past election. I'll win.
Lyons says people have been texting him that video. He stresses the city council does not stand behind it.
We certainly don't agree with any of those comments that were made.
Other city leaders are also speaking out. Councilman Ed Grimes says, "I am shocked, deeply concerned, and incredibly disheartened." Councilman Clay McKenna says community members are rightfully concerned, adding, "In the interest of maintaining the public trust, I strongly urge our mayor and his office to offer a swift and direct explanation." Anyone who heard the recording knows there were several cuts in that audio. I asked Lyons if he believes it could have been edited out of context.
I don't know. I mean, I just look at, was that his voice? Were those his statements? And I don't know.
Certainly a lot of unanswered questions tonight. I also asked Councilman Lyons if he believes this will be a topic of discussion at tomorrow night's city council meeting. He says, "You never know." We'll keep you posted.
All right, thanks a lot, Brady. Again, we reached out to every city council member. Some did not respond, others had no comment. The next city council meeting is tomorrow at 5 p.m. The mayor says he will meet with the
Okay, so check that out. So he's saying that he's being extorted. He's saying that this Charles Lee guy is extorting him and his administration for something that the previous administration was supposed to promise him. Now, I'm not saying this in defense of this guy. I'm not saying this in defense of this guy. What I'm saying is this. I'm saying, in my opinion, I think this guy is lying. No one's extorting you. Yeah, now the tape may have been secretly recorded. I get that part. But at the same time, again, you did not deny that was you. You did not say those are not my words. That's not my voice. You did not deny any of that. You just said that parts of your voice were edited out of context. What part of you not giving a damn about black people is out of context? This is the same thing that's happening across a lot of the black cities that have black mayors like you, that think like you, that act like you, that lie like you. And a lot of them come from that Boule clique. Again, this is not a slight against them, but a lot of them come from that. A lot of them look down upon the average black man and black woman because they feel like they didn't achieve enough. Okay? This organization was founded in 1904 by 6 prominent black men. All right? Sigma Phi fraternity. I'm a Sigma Pi Phi fraternity, also known, okay, as the Boule, which in ancient Greece was a council of chiefs. You see what I'm saying? These guys are going off white shit. Ancient Greece, Greek. I don't know what's that got to do with being black. But I'm gonna tell you, it's all got to do with assimilation. It's all got to do with black men getting their feelings hurt because they couldn't be a part of some white organization, and they go off and start their own thing. And that's fine. Always start your own thing. But don't hold on to the white shit that you was trying to get, start your own thing away from. No, man. No. Look at this. And again, it seemed like a pretty good organization. Growth of the fraternity since its founding has been deliberately slow, okay, as it was not conceived to be a large, indiscriminate body of men. Rather, the emphasis of membership has always been on quality, not quantity. Thus, membership in the fraternity was in the beginning and continues to be extended selectively to outstanding men who are, at a minimum, college graduates with recognized professional accomplishments and the record of demonstrable commitment to the enhancement of black communities and their members. Now, that last part, with demonstrable commitment to the enhancement of black communities. Let's go right there. The last black mayor that I know of in history that did some things for the city was Harold Washington in Chicago in 1984 when he was elected, and Maynard Jackson. The thing about Maynard Jackson was he ended up having that Atlanta child murder case on his hands, and that kind of tainted his tenure as mayor there. And that's as far as I'm gonna go with that. But they say they're supposed to demonstrate some kind of commitment to the enhancement of the black communities, and we know that is not true. Look what happened here recently in Chicago with Lori Lightfoot. She's out of there. Look what happened recently in Atlanta with Keisha Lance Bottoms. She's out of there. The mayor, the female mayor in DC, she's out of there. Come on, man. What's going on? You all talk about the brother, I forget his name. He was the mayor of DC in the 90s, and he got busted smoking crack. I forget his name. I should know his name off the top. But he did a lot of things for black people in the DC area. And he's human. So fucking what? I don't know if I doubt if he was part of the Boule. But these people don't have no commitment to the enhancement of the black communities. They work totally against them. Just like Steve Reed. Now I'm gonna say he's been extorted. He wants to go under oath. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna lie his ass off. How does that make you feel? Do you live in a city where you have a black mayor, black councilman, black alderman, who you see in the community but don't do nothing for the community? Look, they even got their own journal, the Boule Journal. Yeah, Elijah Cummings was part of that. I don't think Barack Obama is Sigma Pi, whatever, but he's down with the clique. You see, smiling and never got a damn. What has Elijah Cummings done? He's been in the Senate and in the Congress forever. Him, Maxine Waters, Sheila Jackson. What's her name? Sheila Jackson Lee. They ain't did a damn thing. They ain't did nothing. So what will we expect of Obama? Obama is Kenyan. He's a tether. He has no lineage to foundational black Americans. That's the reason why he didn't do nothing for black people, y'all. And he ain't even Boule. He just down with the Boule clique. But that tether didn't do a damn thing for black people. Just like the Boule don't do nothing. And the Boule ain't always politicians. It's people like Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, okay, D.L. Hewley. They all down with that. Shaquille O'Neal. All right. Some of the same people screaming on y'all are some of the same people part of the Boule. Some of the same people that talk down upon us are the same people that are in the Boule. So what do you expect when you get a punk like Stephen Reed who gets on here and talks trash about the black voters? Because like our brother Phil Scott said over at the African Diaspora News Channel, he said the majority of black people, we vote on color. We don't vote on issues. You know what I'm saying? And on tangible things that we really need. We most of the time vote on color. We see a brother, we see a sister running, we get behind them because they're black just like us, not knowing the intention of that particular politician. And this is what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get.
Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed can be heard on newly released recordings that were reportedly taped 3 years ago. In them, you hear what sounds like Mayor Reed in a profanity-laced rant. The recordings were released online on a web page called Montgomery Deserves Better. Here's part of those recordings.
Don't ask me. I can come smile.
I don't have to do no work. Right? I don't have to do no work systemically, and I'm going to be fine. And guess what? I will always get 38 to 45% of the white vote. If I get 30 to 40.
Let's start right there. He don't have to do nothing systemically for black people as long as he get that small percentage of the white votes.
I don't have to get the black vote like I this past election. I win. You got black city, that's great. You can have all black everything, and guess what? You won't have green nothing. White money.
Woo! Don't matter. You can have all black everything. You won't get green nothing. Talking about money. I got a question. How come it's okay for everyone else to get stuff? Politically, they get tangibles. They get laws passed. They get shit signed into. I mean, come on, man. Money handed down. But when it comes time for black people to get something, it's always an issue.
They will take the crack bill. They will take the pipe road, and you won't have.
It is important to note these recordings were released in the same year that Mayor Reed is up for re-election and just months ahead of that election. We reached out to the mayor's office for reaction and were told that city offices are closed for the holiday.
They're closed. Yeah, just like his mind. City offices is closed just like his mind. And guess what? He's going to be out of there. He's going to be out of there, if not already. This is the reason why a lot of us can't get ahead, because we do vote this trash in without even knowing what grounds they stand on while they're running. Don't know the history of these people, their track record, which is gone color. And this is how they do you. We can't get nothing because everything is based on politics here. We can chant and run in the streets all we want to, but if we ain't got nobody politically on our side to make some things happen, we're going to be forever. F-U-C-K-E-D, forever. As long as chumps like him are in office. Can't wait to serve white people, and at the same time, can't wait to disparage black people. The same people who made him mayor. Oh, he loves. This is not about.
Not
Hold on. What
because
this
of
say?
a doctor or manipulated. Here today is not because of.
Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed is at the center.
Being here today is not because of a doctored or manipulated audio clip. Being here today is because of an extortion attempt.
Tonight, Mayor Reed.
Being here today is not because of a doctored or manipulated audio clip. Being here today is because of an extortion attempt.
You can see the damn lie in his eye, man. You can see the lie in his eye. The lie of the liar. The lie of the liar. Anyways, man, I just wanted to roll that down to y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Y'all let me know what y'all feel. Like, comment, share. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm your man, Dollar Bill Skull. Thank you for your support. Again, don't forget to like, share, hit that like button, subscribe. Let it be known that you just heard this right here. And I'll get back with y'all. I got a good one coming up too. So y'all stay tuned for this. I got one coming up talking about the vultures in our culture. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about that here pretty soon. So be on the lookout for